Greetings and many great hellos, this is Cottonmouth255, the Spore Serpent, and I am back for more Monster Hunter Tri Ultimate. It's been a while since I last recorded, because I've been busy with, school. School started. I've been busy with my fanfics, and I've just been really busy in general. But at last, we can finally start hunting on Monster Hunter Tri Ultimate once again. Now, when we last left off, I was about to go up against Plesioth, who is my favorite monster, and because I was so impatient to get Plesioth done, I already completed the urgent quest and unlocked the next level of quests. So that means no introductory cutscene for Plesioth this time around. Yeah, I'm going to be using my usual Jaggy armor set. I've got everything I could possibly need. Actually, I need frogs. And I'm going to be using my Hellfire Lance. It's been such a long time since I last recorded, so I don't know what weapons you've seen and what weapons you haven't, but I only have one frog left. I'm going to have to go gathering some more. But yeah, Plesioth, that's a monster that a lot of you should recognize because it appeared in the original Monster Hunter game. So, and it's my favorite monster. Plesioth is my favorite monster because it was the first monster I ever met on Monster Hunter, and Plesioth is what sparked my interest in Monster Hunter. So, yeah, Plesioth, I love you. But sorry, I'm gonna have to kill you. I want water resistance. Now, a few things I should say about Plesioth is that his hitboxes have been fixed, so you no longer have to fear the hip check of doom. Yeah, already unlocked, I believe it's 7-star quests, and I've got a whole bunch of quests already done. But all we have to do right now is splash damage, which is hunt a Plesioth. And because I have somewhat low battery life, I'm probably only going to be doing only like 1 or 2 quests. So if I get done Plesioth quickly, I'll be doing 1 more quest and then calling it quits. So without further ado, splash damage, hunt a Plesioth. I seen this black shape in the water, all huge and scary. 'Fore I knew it, a big old Piscene water breached the brine like some kind of flying fish. Its splash was like a tidal wave, soaked me to the britches it did. We're coming for you, Plesioth. Your old friend is coming for you. Plesioth has changed since the original Monster Hunter. Plesioth has changed, I tell you. We can now follow him underwater, so that's good. On land, he's mostly the same, though, except for his fixed hitboxes. Yeah, the attack that's the most annoying in this game is his tail whip. That seems to be the annoying one. In the old games, it was the hip check that was really annoying. Plesioth starts in Area 10. Yeah, no introductory cutscene this time around. If your eyes are really good, you can kind of see him swimming around in the distance there. Let's get our frog out. Come on, Plesioth. Plesioth. Oh, yeah, he's coming. Oh, I see him. Okay, I guess we didn't need the frog. But that's how you deal with Plesioth in the old games. You'd use a frog. But here he is, Plesioth! Get over here, you flying fish. Or, he can't fly. But welcome! Welcome back, Plesioth! My old friend. Ow. Okay, Plesioth. This guy's classification is a Piscene Wyvern. I meant to attack there. Oh, I'm getting slaughtered already. Okay, I'm gonna need to step up my game. Okay, Plesioth is a Piscene Wyvern. His Latin name is... oh, I can't remember his Latin name. I'll post some kind of annotation or something. Oh no, I think it's Satissimilus something or other. Satissimilus means shark-like. Satissimilus incolentalaca, I think, which means shark-like inhabiting lakes, which isn't the most creative Latin name I've ever come up with. I wanted to make something, do something better for Plesioth, but that's what I got. Sorry, Plesioth, I didn't give you a better Latin name. Anyway, as you can see, Plesioth has a variety of moves at his disposal. He will most often use this tail whip attack. As you also saw, he has a hip check and a slither attack. He can also shoot beams of water at you. Ow. Okay, that did a lot of damage. I'm actually kind of frightened now. Plesioth's in rage now. So you want to watch out for him. That's one of his new attacks. He will stand tall and sweep around a water beam to try to hit you. Alright, that was in the nick of time. Lance is the best bet to use against Plesioth. I've personally never fought him with anything other than a lance, because it's easy to block all of his attacks, and it's quite easy to hit him too, underwater or on land. But so far, you Monster Hunter veterans shouldn't be seeing anything too special. You shouldn't be seeing anything you haven't seen before. He fights very similarly in the old games and in Monster Hunter Tri-Ultimate. He has basically the same attack pattern. From what I've seen anyway. Haven't played a lot of the old games. That attack, honestly. Oh, he'll do that when he's about to go underwater, and this is when the fight gets... this is when things started getting new and fresh. You might think Plesioth is easy now, because you can follow him into his underwater lair where you couldn't reach him in the old games. But no. Ow. That was out of nowhere. But no, he's a lot harder now that you fight him underwater, because this is his element. This is his element now. You're fighting him in his own domain. He will swim circles around you. So underwater, just hit him. You don't really want to aim for anything. But you will bounce off of his back if you have green sharpness, so you want to watch out for that. Breakable parts on this guy include... it used to be just his back fin, but now you can break his back fin, his head, and both of his wings, which I think is pretty nice. Which means a lot of good items. Looks like he's going back up on land. I don't know why that is. When he's low on stamina, he will fall over when he's done slithering. His weakness is fire. That was the infamous hip check. This is what he'll do when he's low on stamina. He'll just sit there. I broke his head fin. What else can I say about Plesioth? His attack, not his attack pattern, but his movement pattern seems a little bit erratic to me. Like, you never know what he's gonna do. Like, I've seen Plesioth retreat into another area, and then all of a sudden go back into the area he used to be in. Like, it's like he can't make up his mind. Plesioth is a very erratic monster. My own theory is that because he looks a lot like a fish, he isn't the most intelligent of monsters. Especially when compared to Rathalos and Rathian. I've always considered those two to be very intelligent. That attack shouldn't hit you if you're like right next to him. That attack is a little bit unfair, his tail whip, because he'll hit you with air. It's a little unfair, yeah. But back to what I was saying. Plesioth, I don't think, is the most intelligent of monsters. Okay, how did I not block that? Okay, I need to heal. Okay. Alright, Mega Potion. Last time I fought Plesioth, I used up all of my Mega Potions. He's really hard in this game. But he's easiest with a lance, in my opinion. Just need to keep stabbing him. Ah, honestly. Yeah, Plesioth is my favorite monster. For a few reasons. He's a shark with wings. That's basically what he is. I do like his sound effects a lot. I like his screech. But in the water, he is very tough. He's much tougher in the water than he is on the land. He just swims circles around you. This is his domain. And you're not used to fighting underwater. This guy's born fighting underwater. So he's at a clear advantage. For those of you folks who thought Plesioth would be easier because you could chase him into his underwater lair, no. He just hits harder than ever. But I remember watching the trailer, like the first trailer for Monster Hunter Tri Ultimate in Japan. It's called Monster Hunter Tri G. And I remember seeing Plesioth in that trailer, and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I am so getting a 3DS. Just because I'll be able to fight Plesioth. And I'm sure a lot of Monster Hunter veterans were thinking that too. Like, hey, a familiar face, and we can fight him underwater now. I'm glad they brought Plesioth back in Monster Hunter Tri Ultimate. A lot of people hate Plesioth, but I don't think he's that bad. We have a lot of history together. And I haven't fought him that much on Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. But in Monster Hunter Freedom Unite, let me just tell you, those hitboxes are terrible. So glad they fixed them in Monster Hunter Tri Ultimate. See? He's so agile under... Uh-oh. Yeah, this guy's amazing underwater. His hydrodynamic prowess is pretty good. He's a pretty challenging monster. Because this guy has the same basic body plan as Rathian and Rathalos and all the other old wyverns. I'm wondering if they're gonna have more underwater monsters like Plesioth. I want to see more swimming wyverns. Ow. There's one monster in Monster Hunter Frontier called Periapuria, and it's reportedly an amphibian. And I would love fighting that monster underwater. It'd be so fun fighting a pseudo-wyvern underwater. Okay, weapon sharpness is decreased. Supplies are delivered, so if Plesioth kills me, I can just go back to base camp and get those supplies. Where are you? Oh, are you running off? Yeah. You fight Plesioth exclusively in areas 10 and 11. But I've dragged this on for a while, so I'm gonna stop and start the recording. And I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, I'm back. And still chasing after Plesioth. Oh, I want to sharpen. I have 5 Mega Potions left. I used all of them last time. Okay, Plesioth, round 2. I haven't managed to break this guy's wings yet. Man, he's hard to hit underwater. That, and it's harder to get depth perception when you're underwater. That's one wing. When you break his wings, Plesioth will kind of flip out underwater like this. He'll kind of go crazy. Oh, I thought he was going to do his tail whip. I'm stabbing you in the neck, Plesioth. I'm glad this is a game where... Are you just running off back to Area 10? Yeah, he's running off to Area 10 again. See, Plesioth, he's rather erratic. He's pretty unpredictable. He's an unpredictable guy. Can't see him. Oh, he's heading up on land again. Okay. But you've had a taste of him underwater. You've had a taste of what he's like underwater, but now we're going back to the relatively easy stuff. Where are you going? Oh, yep, here he comes. But as I was saying earlier, I'm glad this is a game where you can stab a monster endlessly for like 20 minutes and then have it die, but no, in real life, Plesioth would already be dead. Then again, I would too. I think he's enraged, but I can't be sure of that. Yeah, he's enraged. I can see the white smoke coming out of his mouth. When he's enraged, just be patient. Wait for him to calm down. Don't rush in recklessly. Plesioth, he hits like a truck. I think he's also the biggest wyvern. I think he's the biggest wyvern in the games, in the entire series. I mean, he's gigantic. Which makes sense, because he lives primarily underwater, and the water would be able to support his weight. Which is why, in real life, we have whales that live exclusively underwater, because they wouldn't be able to sustain their bulk on land. Okay. Flops around like a fish out of water, which I find very amusing. So yeah, just aim for his legs and his belly when he's on land. His wings, if possible, if you haven't broken them yet. Okay, it seems I'm doing a lot better now. Not getting hit nearly as often, but I need to take, like, a ration or something. still need to break that one wing. Oh, here's my chance. There it goes. For some reason, fighting Plesioth in this game is so much more fun than fighting him in Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. The reason why is probably because I'm fighting him in the deserted island, and I started playing Monster Hunter. My first Monster Hunter game was Monster Hunter Tri. So Mogul Woods is like my old stomping grounds. And it's fun fighting an old monster in a new and yet at the same time familiar place. But that aside, he's limping already. I can't remember how long my first Plesioth hunt took me, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't that fast. But yeah, he was definitely easier this time around. I can't remember when I upgraded this lance, but no matter, Plesioth, you're gonna die. In the last Plesioth hunt, I saw him eating Epioth in order to restore his stamina, and I thought that was really cool. He was like ripping and tearing at it like a shark would. Man, I like sharks a lot. One of my favorite book series, Shark Wars. Yeah, that's an excellent book series. I'd highly recommend you read it. If you like sharks and if you like fiction, I'd recommend Shark Wars. It's a great series. Plesioth, you're gonna go to the Sparkle Blue. That's a Shark Wars reference. Gonna send you to the Sparkle Blue right now. I didn't do a lot of explaining about Plesioth's underwater attacks. He has a lot of new ones. You just saw what I call his thrash move, where he slams you with his tail. He can also jump out of the water, and then slam back down, kind of like what Gobble does. But yeah, I do like sharks, which is part of the reason why I like Plesioth so much. Because back in the day, when I didn't know anything about Monster Hunter, and I saw my friend fighting Plesioth that one day, my mind was blown. I'm thinking, it's a dragon crossed with a shark. That was probably the most creative thing I'd ever seen back then. But Monster Hunter 4, we actually have land sharks. We have more shark monsters. Sukua Giru and Zaboa Zagiru, I think. But man, I'm looking forward to fighting those guys. I hope Plesioth doesn't come back in Monster Hunter 4, because there's no underwater combat there. If he does come back, I'm afraid Plesioth Nargacuga is going to be my favorite monster from now on. If he comes back in Monster Hunter 4. But right now, Plesioth, you're still my absolute favorite monster. That attack's hitbox is really precise. Like, I was right next to it and I didn't get hit. Well, there's his thrash attack, as I call it. For some reason, he's really hard to hit now. Oh, I actually got hit with that. Okay. Alright, Plesioth. We're almost there. Almost down. Almost down for the count. There we go. Finally. That was Plesioth. That was Plesioth, folks. Probably the coolest monster ever. Plesioth Scale Plus, Plesioth Fang Plus, Plesioth Scale Plus, and Plesioth Scale Plus. Yeah. Yep, Plesioth, he's back. I think we might actually have time for 2 more quests after this, depending on how long they take. Yeah, Plesioth, moment of silence for you. You're the coolest monster ever, don't let anyone ever tell you otherwise. Rest in peace, Plesioth. Rest in peace. Down in Davy Jones's locker there. Okay, what's this? Plesioth Scale Plus, Plesioth Fin Plus, Monster Keen Bone, Plesioth Scale Plus, Monster Keen Bone, Plesioth Fin Plus, Advanced Armor Sphere, Monster Bone M, Monster Bone Plus, Advanced Armor Sphere, Shining Charm, Bone Husk, Monster Keen Bone, Plesioth Fin Plus, Plesioth Head. A surprisingly hard head prized as armor material. Might make for a great party gag, too. I can imagine. And Plesioth Scale Plus. Nope. That was the longest Plesioth ever at 25 meters. 25 and a half, looks like. No, not 25 and... Never mind. But yeah, 25 meters. That's pretty darn big. Well, I'm gonna stop and start the recording, and I will see you in just a little bit.